Hi, I'm Steve. We're going for a ride in the 2013 Scion XB. Let's go. Everybody knows the XB because it was one of the first vehicles that Scion started with in the US. The first generation basically became known as the box because it was very, very square, and that is a design very popular in Japan, and it still is popular. Now, Scion has discontinued the XB. 2015 is the last model year, and we're doing this test drive in late 2015, and we asked Scion for a car, and they still had one, and they gave us a 2013. The vehicles didn't really change that much over the years. The second generation Scion, which is what this is, has been around for quite a while, and it has a 2.4 liter four-cylinder engine with about 158 horsepower or so, connected to a 4-speed automatic, or you can, believe it or not, you can get a 5-speed manual, which is totally cool. So the Scion XB went through two generations. The first one, like I said, was really square. Everybody knows what it was. It developed a cult following, was very, very, very popular. Then they changed it around 2007, 2008 time frame, and they made it larger. And the good deal with that is you get the larger four-cylinder engine, which gives you really good performance for a small vehicle like this. If there is any downside, and you know, it's pretty subjective, the styling is not quite as unique as the first generation box. Now, it switched platforms. It went to a larger platform, and for the US it's got bigger bumpers. It's a wider vehicle. We still have this huge amount of headroom. I don't know if you can see or not. Tremendous amount of headroom that the box design gives you. And it was very, very popular. But after, 6 or 7 model years or so without a major change, well, people tended to gravitate towards different vehicles. And the theory is that I've heard, I don't personally subscribe to this, is that Americans are tired of the boxy design. Well, maybe, maybe not. It's hard to say because we still have the Kia Soul, which is doing really well, and that's a super boxy design. So it's gone, but it's certainly not forgotten. And when you have a vehicle like this that has a tremendous cult following, you see them at car shows, you see them all tricked out, you see them with all sorts of accessories. TRD offers a bunch of different accessories. You can either get it on a new XB when you buy it, and at the time of this video there were still new XBs left, by the way. They are in stock at Scion dealers if you want to snap up a new one. Another way to go is to buy a certified pre-owned XB, and basically those are like your lease return vehicles. They're going to be a couple years old like this one, and CPOs are, most automakers offer those. CPOs are the cream of the crop, and they come with a warranty, which is really nice, and they've been all checked out, etc. So if you're interested in saving some money, instead of buying a new one, you could go with a CPO. So go to Scion.com or visit your Scion dealer and see if they have some of those. Now, as the years go by, you're going to find more of these on the used car market, private people, individuals who want to sell them. You're also going to find, like many cult cars are, people don't want to sell them. They like them so much they want to keep this car for a long time. And then what happens is, just like any other collectible, there's sort of a core group of people who keep the momentum going. You'll find this with a huge amount of cars. It doesn't have to be a Japanese brand. It can be anything. It can be a BMW, it can be a Jaguar, it can be a Camaro, Mustang, etc. And people love the cars, and they really like them, and they don't want to part with it, and they do things to advance them, to make them more contemporary as time goes by. For example, this audio system is a really nice audio system, and it's a Pioneer, and it sounds good. We talked about it during our walk-around video, our separate walk-around video. Well, for 2015, Scion has a new touchscreen video, which comes with the vehicle, and it also has a backup camera that this doesn't have, so that's a neat thing. I'm sure you could retrofit it to this vehicle. Would take a little bit of work, but that could probably be done. Of course, TRD offers all kinds of performance enhancement parts. You've got exhaust, you've got wheels, you've got spring kits, you've got cosmetic enhancements, and there's a huge amount of aftermarket parts too from various suppliers that are not related to Toyota or Scion that make all kinds of parts. Now, if you're an enthusiast or if you're a Scion person and you love the vehicles, what I'm saying is very old news. But what I'm also trying to say is if you're in the market for a used car and you're looking around at different vehicles and you want something small, but you'd like to have something with a lot of room, this makes a tremendous used car. You can find them, like I said, at Scion dealers through CPO. You can find them through private parties. You can find them at car shows that are already tricked out. You can find them all over the place. And it's really kind of funny, actually, because the more you look, the more you're going to find really neat ones. And people, maybe you might even find one exactly the way you want it, or you can customize it and do it your way. So as a used vehicle, because these cars were very affordably priced when new, this vehicle for 2013 with destination is only $18,000. And it came up just a little bit up through the years. 2015 it raised just a little bit, but it's still a bargain. And the thing that's really neat, we've been driving it all over the place. We drove it on Hollywood Freeway, we drove it on the Santa Ana Freeway, we drove it to Anaheim, we've been driving it all over the South Bay. It really goes. It's got great performance, it drives really well, it's got a lot of spunk, and it's really fun to drive. And what they did with this vehicle also is they stiffened the suspension for the US market. And so it's a sporty car to drive too. It's really neat, actually. So if you're looking for a used car, or if you're looking for what we call a future collectible, of course there's no guarantee that it will be, but we think it's going to have staying power. It had staying power all these years. So many people like it. It has a groundswell following. It has a cult-like following. And that pretty much tells you that the car is going to maintain its popularity, just like, for example, the Toyota Celica did, the Toyota Supra did. You know, there's many other vehicles that have maintained their popularity over the years. So whether you're looking for a neat used car, or whether you're looking for a potential future collectible, or whether you just want to have something different, because, you know, not every car looks like this for sure, go out and check out the Scion XB. And for our full review, it'll be coming up in a little bit on our website, CarNichiWa.com. Big thumbs up to Scion for hanging out with the XB over all the years for 2 generations. And by the way, did you know this car is still produced in Japan as a Toyota? Its sister vehicle is called the Corolla Rumion, and I'm not kidding. It really is. It has slightly different front styling, and it has a smaller engine. It's a 1.8 liter, but it's the same vehicle. And we're going to provide a link to that, so you can click on it in our story when we upload our story, and go to the Toyota Japan website and check out the Corolla Rumion. So again, thanks for riding along with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.